I want to gain understanding on your foundation and its role here at the Africa Energy Week.
Well, thank you for having me. Well, we have been actively involved in the last years with the Energy Week, being a partner of the Energy Chamber, African Energy Chamber, where we are focused on creating a global, united black community, which is really a focus point. But at the end, what we want to be is an added value to the world. And I believe that, what is happening here with the Energy Week is very inspiring, because it's getting the focus on, the human resources that is the most valuable asset that we have. So from a humanity point of view, we are then going to be more focused on really executing this connection between sectors, because of course the energy sector is one huge sector that can really drive a lot of good on the continent and beyond. But then we have other amazing sectors, whether it's art, whether it's sports, whether it's tech, you name it, that needs to be interconnected. So we can really have a holistic approach to, unleashing the power within our community and the talent that we have.
And it's very true, it's both valuable what you're saying, because a lot of our sectors have a tendency to leave people behind, the poverty-stricken areas. I mean, there's 600 million sub-Saharan Africans who do not have access to energy. So from your view, though, how can the private and public sector integrate or work together to grow the socio-economics and make sure the community are involved in that growth?
Yeah, well, we believe that collaboration and partnerships are very important. In terms of the leadership, in terms of the decision makers, in terms of the policy makers, in terms of those in the sector of energy, the money is not a problem. I think it's a matter of prioritizing, this topic, and I think that is what I'm been most inspired about. Is that focus is really coming together now. That is the growth that I've been seeing in terms of awareness. That yes, we have to invest in our own people. We need to make sure that access to basic let's say needs of families is covered, and there are so many who have good plans. There's so many who are doing already great things, but it's to put their shoulders under that, inject what is needed, so we can really eradicate this issue by 2030, as has been pointed out with the campaign of the Energy Chamber.
Very true, because we need to invest in especially our youth, because Africa is a very, very young population. So we need to invest in the youth to grow the next leaders. You also have a session at the African Energy Week, and it's are these the kind of issues that you would like to address, or what are some of the key conversations you're hoping to gain from this session?
Well, the session will be with business leaders, entrepreneurs, because they definitely are driving already a lot of change. With Black Impact Foundation, our vision is that, and not only the vision, is our action is to connect, to be that catalyst of conversation and creating that awareness that how to cross partner and how to have this view on togetherness, and that we can really speed a lot of things up when we have that kind of relationship. So we are creating different platforms where we can execute what I just said, and one of them is the summit, the Global Black Impact Summit, that is now in its 3rd edition this year. That is growing steadily and very solid with the people who understand what we stand for. So what I want to get out of this conversation is to create more awareness among the business leaders, and not only policymakers who don't have necessarily the time even to do what we are doing. And that's why we are the solution to be that connecting partner to be that, you know, the one that has that helicopter view and to see which parties can come together and to create those platforms where they can come together and have those conversations.